Alright guys, it's Mysterious Man Toby coming at you with two matches against Playco Armboy. These are probably the best matches we had simply because out of 10 games, I believe we played 10 games, and literally all the other ones, like there were a few that like I did better on because like the rust was starting to come off and whatnot. But like the first 3 or 4 games that we played like with lower tier stuff and we didn't play with all this meta or anything like that. Literally, I was getting 2 rounded green bar, not gonna lie. It was rough. There was even one game where I went in with 2-man teams and shit. And it was just horrible for your boy, I'm not gonna lie. But I really expected that. I really expected that to a degree because in all honesty, Playco is probably the first, this is probably the first time I played against someone like really good in months because usually when I do play this game, I play rank and whatnot to record content and stuff for my YouTube videos as of late. And prior to doing YouTube, when I wasn't doing YouTube, I actually kind of stopped playing the game. And the only reason why I feel like I was actually, doing a lot better against Playco as the games went on, not only because, I was just getting used to the situations that I, had to get used to again, because there's a big difference playing between noobs, or there's a big difference playing someone who isn't that strong and playing someone at the top of, who's really, really good like Playco or, other players. It would be the same way if I played any other top 10 player in this game. There are situations you got to get used to and whatnot. I do understand them because I have been a top player in other games. And that was just, I was starting to get used to them and I was starting to make better decisions as the time went on. But ultimately, I still really couldn't, pull through and clutch out a win. But I think the thing that, aside from me just adapting and getting better as the games went on, aside from that happening, literally, I feel like the only thing that helped me in these matches was the fact that I contain such an extensive knowledge over Naruto in general, and the fact that I have so many years of experience. Like, there are just so many situations that are the same as they've been in other games. So I still remember those situations, and there's still some muscle memory in there somewhere. Ultimately, I enjoyed the games I played with Playco. I don't know. I kind of thought about becoming a competitive or a top player in this game again, but honestly, I like making YouTube videos and making tutorials to help out other players and just doing the overall YouTube content and whatnot for the game. I like that much more than attempting to be a top player. Yeah, you could say I can be both, but I don't know. I like the fact of being a YouTube content creator, and right there, that was a really good conversion on Playco's part, like really good. But anyways, I like being a YouTube content creator because it's, I don't know, it's nice. And I don't know, I think there's kind of this idea of been there, done that. I was a top player in the other games on the Xbox side, so being a top player on Storm 4 doesn't really interest me as much anymore because, I've already been a top player in all the other Naruto games on the Xbox side. So, I mean, even if I was one on this game, it would still be, I don't know, it just doesn't really interest me. Plus, the meta in this game is probably my least favorite meta to play in. I do like this game. I like this a whole lot more than Revolutions. I didn't really play Revolutions too long, and I like this a lot more. I think this is what Revolution should have been, as my friend once said. And I believe he's completely right. This is what Revolution should have been, and as a result, I just like this a lot more. But the meta just seems a little bit more like there are situations where it's just really simple. That's all. Like, it's just a lot simpler in terms of meta when it comes to this game. In comparison to Storm 3, Storm G, and Storm 2 and whatnot. But that's fine, it's still a nice solid game and whatnot. Me and Playco talked about May. Prior to this game, I felt like May was honestly, I felt like May was the best in the game until I played Playco and we talked a little bit. And basically, he said the reason why most players don't really bother with her is because she isn't as reliable. And what he means by that is that she doesn't really have a huge cheese factor like Minato and Nagato and Naruto and etc. Some of the other characters do. She mostly just has her third string, which stuffs dashes and stuff like that. That's her main cheese factor. And other than that, she doesn't really have anything else. But overall, she's a solid character. She has a grounded infinite. she has an air combo that you can convert into a ground combo off of. Her third string, of course, I've already talked about that, and her second string acts as a shield. Literally, there are some replays I have that you'll probably see in the future where literally I blocked stuff like Itachi's Hamateratsu and everything, and it's crazy. And right here, shout outs to Playco while you guys are watching it. This was a very clutch moment for him. He didn't give it to me. And that's the another thing I was getting used to, players not giving it to me. Because I played a lot of players in rank, and a lot of times they give me those situations. He didn't give it to me. And that's something I haven't had to really play around in a minute. But anyways, ultimately, I think Mei is a solid character, and I think in better hands, we could see a player that comes out of, comes into the competitive community and really puts in work with her. And I wouldn't be surprised if the person did it well, against anyone, because she's a solid character that can honestly get the job done. On top of that, let's see, I've already talked about, the matches, things like that. I guess I could talk about Playco's playstyle for the rest of the video. His playstyle is pretty solid. I actually like it a lot. He's really good at flipping and switch. One thing he could work on is his decision making and whatnot. He makes iffy decisions that if I can see why in his opinion, he gave me his top 10 players. And I could see why he would say Mask and Reanimation Hero are better than him. I believe that's the hero he was referring to. Sorry if I'm getting them mixed up. I believe it was Reanimation Hero. I could see why he would say that. I've seen some gameplay because I've actually been getting involved in the community and stuff to provide better content for you guys and stuff like that. And I've been catching up and watching videos, and I can see why. I'd say if he cleaned that up, he could honestly probably be in his, I wouldn't be surprised if he rose to the best player in the game. Because he's got the confirms, he's got the optimization. Well, there are areas of optimization he could touch up on, but he's got the confirms, he's got the optimization, he's playing neutral well, but there are just some iffy decisions. And I don't know, he might not care to necessarily work that out. He might be like, whatever, I don't know. Again, Playco, if you watch this, I'm not, trying to start any beef, just sharing my input. I understand there are things I could work on too. But ultimately, since I don't really, care about being a top player, it doesn't really mean that much to me because I know I could fix the things that are wrong in my playstyle as of now. For instance, there are a lot of situations where I'll dash for no reason, expecting you to open up, and I'm pretty sure you can tell that's a habit from playing ranked match a lot, because a lot of times when you dash people, they'll let you have the combo against the guard. Playco doesn't really let me have that, and that's good shit to him, keeping me honest. Another thing is the clutch factor at the end. If I'm about to win, he doesn't give it to me. And that's really important. A lot of times in ranked match, people just give you the win essentially. And Playco wasn't doing that. So I definitely know the flaws that are in my gameplay. It's just if I want to fix it, I can. But ultimately, I don't really care to fix it because I'd rather create content and help out other players and whatnot. Now that could change. Who knows? If they patch a lot of things that I would like patch in the Boruto expansion, I might actually come back to the competitive scene, but I'm not sure because I'm also trying to reach top player status in another game that I might also upload on my channel as well. So those are things that could possibly happen. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, like I said, these two games were pretty much the closest. Like all the other games were not 4 games aren't really close at all. They're 2-round green bars, and then the other games are like 2 rounds with him on red or whatever. So, these are the best matches. We might play, or I'm pretty sure we'll play in the future. Another thing, I'm also going to be playing against other top players. If I can get in games with them between now and the time Boruto comes out, and then after that as well. And so those are things that you can look out for on my channel. I am continuing my guide series. I'm going to do better guides. The guides are going to get better. The tech videos are going to get better. I've actually learned a lot, and I'm grateful for the feedback that I have gotten. Thanks to all you guys who have given me feedback. It's really helped my channel a lot, and that's why I asked for it. That's the most important thing right now, the feedback, because the more feedback I can get, the better I can make these videos for you guys. and I've gotten a lot of good feedback that have just helped my videos, and I feel like my quality in general has overall increased. The Deidara video didn't come out quite exactly what I wanted it to, but it was fine. That is about it. That's it. Like I said, 2 games. I might upload the others. I guess if people want to see the other matches that weren't necessarily 2-round, or that weren't necessarily green bars when he 2-rounded me, then sure. But I don't know. I might upload those. I might not. It just depends on if I can upload them in a good, manner. That's gonna be it. Thank you guys. That's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Feedback is greatly appreciated. As I said earlier in the video, it's heavily appreciated. It helps out my channel a lot. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to stay tuned, because I have so much more in store for my channel. So much more is coming. I've got so many little projects I'm working on that I can't quite release yet, but they will be out soon. Pretty soon, around the time Boruto releases. Thank you guys, and this is Mysterious Man Toby signing out.